Okay, here we are back in Legend of Heroes, and we are now starting Chapter 4. Chloe, this way. We're finally off the airbase scenic route. What should we do now? Please, exit onto the Royal Avenue from here and head to Grancel. My men are causing enough diversion that security should be stretched pretty thinly. Everything looks okay, you can keep going on to the Bracer Guild without getting spotted. I understand. Oh, what about you? I'll hold the enemy off here. I should be able to buy you a little extra time. You can't. I can't go on my own. I'll fight at your side. We all have something to protect. I will stay here, for my convictions and my duty. And most importantly, for you, my lady. Forgive my impertinence, but you are of paramount importance to me. I will guard you with my life, and I ask only that you remember me as your friend and confidant. I understand, Julia. Please, promise. Promise me you won't do anything reckless. And that we will meet again in better circumstances, and take tea with my grandmother. I'll bake for you, try a new recipe, and bake you something sweet and delicious. I look forward to it. Now please hurry. Sieg, look after her for me. Oh no, they finally caught up. 3 men and 5 dogs. I think you underestimate me. As he taught me how to wield a blade, the time to truly use it has come. I, Julius Schwartz, commander of the Royal Guardsmen, will not yield. Sieg. I'll be alright. I want you to go back and to see Julia. I can't bear to just leave her. Thank you. It's just like you said, security is lighter this way. I have to get to the Bracer Guild quickly. Rain. Isn't now around when Estelle and Joshua are supposed to arrive in town? It can't be. Special Ops vessel. We're actually operating in broad daylight. Oh. Well, I fancy meeting you here. Chloe Rins, enrolled in the Social Sciences program at the Genus Royal Academy. If I could have a quick word with you. Embassy. It's our old buddy Olivier. A dark cloud looms over the royal city, and yea, it signals a passion most black. But so fascinating a shade of black, it seems. You are such an idiot. Am I perchance dreaming? Mueller, my boon companion. Have you come all this way, all the long roads from the Imperial capital just to see me? How delicious. On what wind did you fly hither? Wind? What are you talking about? I'm here because I've had to follow your stupid ass all over Idios' damned creation. Do you have any idea how much time this has cost me? Please, my dear, don't hide behind such base profanities. Your lips spit venom, but the fire in your eyes show the depths of worry that drove you onward to my side. Love, it is truly blind. It doesn't even make... No more words, dear Mueller. Fly to my embrace. I came here because I'm trying to bring you information that you asked for. I'm guessing you'd rather hug than talk. Lo, I am hoist with my own petard. Very well, let us talk. Yes, like sane people. As you wish. Ahem. What news, my lord? What news for your humble Olivier? No? No. Alright, no clowning then. And I doubt I can do the deep voice, but he's supposed to be like your typical anime delinquent right there. Don't play like that, brother. Give a man some information. Lay it on me, man. You're making me stupider just by being around you. Okay, I'll tell you. Just stop opening your mouth and making sounds come out of it. Huzzah! Regarding the guy we were talking about before, I managed to pick up his trail. From what I found, he was at the Imperial Bracer Guild until about a month ago. Oh? Over the past several months, all of the guild branches of the Empire have been attacked one after another. Seems he was supposed to be investigating why. Attacked, you say? I should think it unlikely, but might these have been perpetrated by some military unit somewhere? You picked up on it too. It's not the world of 10 years ago anymore. As far as I know, no military force has been given marching orders. I'll bet that someone hired the Jaegers to pull this off. Anyway, our boy's trail stopped for a while, right when that case was solved. Oh dear, oh dear. I took such pains coming to Liberal, and 'twould seem that I was following a wild goose. I guess so. But if the man we're after isn't here, there's no real reason to stick around, is there? That storm you were talking about is going to be worse than expected. A lot worse. You should come back to the Imperial capital before you get caught in it. Ever a jester, how could I bear to part with the opportunity to play a role in the finest opera ever? What? Tell me you're not actually thinking of... I am, you might say, already in costume. Sadly, the lead is unavailable, so the understudies must be used. I have the utmost faith that between the two of them, they will put on a grand performance. Final chapter, Turmoil in the Royal City. And that was a lot less scene than I thought it would be. So, you were able to get the professor out safely. You even got the logic unit back. I don't even have the words. Thank you, both of you. Well, we didn't really do all that much. Really, we were just there as backup for Agate. If you really want to express your gratitude, I suggest you direct it toward him, since he kept the professor safe. I certainly will. It'll be nice when all this craziness ends. All we can do now is put our faith in Agate. It does seem that Colonel Richard has something in mind for Grancel, however. He means to use that black orbment, the thing he called the gospel. Yeah, I don't know exactly what it's used for. Well, we've been asked by the professor to talk to Her Majesty about it. Ouch, that's when you know things have gotten very, very serious. I'm pretty sure that the professor is on good terms with her. It's not unusual for him to have access to top-secret information. Anyway, that's the gist of our request from him, unlikely as it sounds. Kilika, do you think it would be safe for us to go to Grancel given the current climate? There's currently no evidence to suggest that you were involved with the security breach of the fort, so it should be fine. Indeed, I'd advise you to go there before a full investigation has begun. It's quite likely that a thorough search of the central factory will be performed. Agreed, which means that now's the time to figure out what to do about it. I wish both of you the best of luck on your journey. Please be sure to deliver the professor's message. You can count on us. Consider it in Her Majesty's hands. Take care of yourself, Mr. Murdoch. Yeah, now's not the time to let my guard down with the army around. So I'll be off now. Safe journey to you. Well then, I guess there's no time like the present, huh? We should try to get an audience with Her Majesty as soon as we can. If that's the plan, we need to take the airliner out. It would take us half a day to reach Grancel on foot, and an airship would only take an hour. Yeah, that's true. I think it'd be cool to walk all the way around the kingdom, but oh well. Alright, wait just a moment. Bracer Guild, good afternoon, always a pleasure. Yes, if you would please. 2 to Grancel, right. Yes, bill it to the usual account. Thank you, goodbye. What was that all about? Was that the reception desk at the terminal? Yes, you now have guaranteed seats on a Grancel-bound airliner. We are paying your way, so all you need to do is check in. Also, take this with you. Receive recommendation. Whoa, wait, what? This really isn't necessary. You've already done so much for us. Tickets are simply a business expense related to delivering the professor's message. The letter of recommendation is for the superlative job you did in rescuing the professor. Accept it and be proud of what you've accomplished. Right. Thank you, Kilka. So, we got 14 BP and 8,000 Mira. And 16 BP, putting us at 290. I believe that is what we should be at. And 15,000 BP. And we are now first class. Receive Gladiator Belt. Thank you for everything. I believe I said before that this is simply my duty. Now, your flight leaves at 11 o'clock. You'll want to get to the terminal before then so as to have time to check in. Ideos keep you. Be well in your travels. We will. Thank you again. Okay, I don't have anything to report. No final jobs. Let's see if there's a new copy of the Liberal News out. No. I also want to check in the weapon shop real quick. Yeah, I figured there was a sword for agate that unlocked, so we're not passing that up, even though I can't use it for now. Actually, damn it. Let me look one. Yeah, nothing appeared at the bottom. Okay, so I am going to Airleton. I'll see you in a moment. Okay, I can't get through Caldia Tunnel, so here we are at the Zeiss Landing Port. We have to move forward in the story a bit. Hello there. I heard from Kilika. Shall we get you all squared away? That'd be great, thanks. Right, please fill out these forms with your names and addresses. Thank you. Still filled out the boarding papers. Okay, here are your tickets. Make sure you show these when you're boarding. A pair of boarding passes. Now, what could possibly go wrong that's gonna make us cross the Sanctime Gate on foot? Check it out, it's Antoine. Yesterday must have been rough on you. You scared me half to death. Hope you take some time to think about why what you did was wrong. Nope, not listening. I think he's playing dumb. Well, I guess we do owe him some gratitude. Thank you, Antoine. Hey, there you are. Hi, Gustav. The factory chief told me that the rescue went off without a hitch. The professor's always been a mentor or source to all the engineers, so I just wanted to say thanks on behalf of everyone here. Well, we couldn't have pulled it off without you and your crew's help. Tina was so surprised that I thought her eyes might pop out. So, that really was on purpose? Well, to fool the enemy, sometimes you have to fool your allies first. So, what business do you have at the gate? The professor asked us to go to Grancel. We're a little early for the 11 o'clock flight. Yeah, it also looks to be a little late. There's still time to drop off your bag, so I think you can take it easy in town for a bit. That sounds like fun. Hey, you too. Oh, if it ain't Gerald. What's going on? Something happened? Perfect, you're all here. To be honest, we've had some trouble. What kind of trouble? Well, we received a communique from the Airship Corporation. It looks like the ship will be arriving a few hours late. What? Okay, what's going on here? More Sky Bandit trouble? Well, something like that anyway. Seems to me that the terrorists staged an ambush to disrupt the Queen's birthday celebration. All ships are grounded at port while the military conducts inspections. That would mean they're probably looking for the professor's group. Which means the ship that's bound for Grancel is being held up in ruin. Apparently a military guard ship is coming here from Leyston Fortress instead. I get it. But if that's the case, you're going to be extremely busy soon, aren't you? No kidding, I've got to explain the situation to the customers. Which means that you two have a good chunk of time to kill. Just thought of something. If you want to wait at the Bracer Guild, I can get in touch with you there. Okay? Thank you very much. Well, this stinks like last year's diapers. The military's coming here. I know they'll want to check out the leaflets. Better have a talk with the factory chief. Yeah, if they check up on what happened yesterday, that won't be good. Be careful, whatever you do. I ain't so senile that I need a couple of punk kids to tell me to be careful. Take it easy, you two. Joshua, this doesn't look so hot. Yeah, this could put the airliner in danger. We've got time, so maybe we should take the highway. And it's been so long since I last got to ride on an airship, too. This is all your fault, Colonel Richard. I'll try to look at it as an ongoing opportunity to advance your training. So I guess we need to cancel our reservations at the reception desk. See you. I told you before, I don't know when the ship's leaving. If you just wait at the Bracer Guild. Actually, there's been a slight change in plan. I apologize for the time, but can we still cancel? Sure, that's no problem. As long as before your flight arrives in port, there's no cancellation fee. You just need to get your tickets back. Great, here you go. Hey, that's a military patrol vessel. It's here early. Gotta go, bye. Thank you for your help. No worries, come back and see us again sometime. Still need to get to Airletton. It's our old friend Almathea. Well, things are certainly bustling around here. First, I believe I shall go see the factory chief. I have to admire the colonel for planning all this. Okay, Hart. Anytime you want to go back to normal running speed would be just fine. If we waste any more time here, those intelligence division people will catch up with us. We should head to town while we still have time. Okay. We have to take the east road to get to Grancel, right? Right, and the Sanctime Gate is to the north along the Ritter roadway. Pass through the gate and you're right by Grancel. So, Airletton. See you in a... Okay, here we are back in Airletton, and we need to find a certain soldier. I don't know who he is just yet. I just know that what we're looking for is back here. It's not him. It's one of the privates, that's all I know. Guests leave a lot of really nice things behind. We keep them for a while, but hardly anyone ever comes to claim them. I'm just about to toss this book in the trash. You want it? I promise not to let my CO hear about it. I'd be in some serious trouble if he found out. Receive Carnelia, Chapter 8. And yes, that's what we came here for. So there's one chapter left to get, and we will be picking that up in a few minutes. See you there. Okay, here we are at the Sanctime Gate, and we get to pick up Carnelia number 9 in a second. And then there are just 2 left to go before we can complete the side quest with those. So this is the Sanctime Gate. Looks like a lot like the Grune Gate back in Roland. Well, both gates cut through the same wall. Annenberg Wall completely surrounds the Grancel region. It was built almost 1,000 years ago, but solid enough that it held off the Imperial forces. It sure looks like it'd take more than a few guns to knock it down. Still, it looks like a tourist attraction, one where you climb up to the top and check out the view. So you're planning to get up there and sprint all along the walls, are you? I didn't say that. Just thinking that it'd be nice for us to have a nice quiet lunch together, just the 2 of us, and talk about whatever. Isn't that what we always do anyway? Never mind. Let's just get the paperwork done and move on to Grancel. Okay, maybe it's just me, but are you mad about something? It's just you. Let's just go in and forget this whole conversation. Girls can be so difficult. Hello, welcome to the Sanctime Gate. We need to fill out some paperwork before we let you go on to the capital. Okay, can you give us the paperwork? Thank you, please sign here. Filled out the paperwork. What's with you kids these days? Are you brave or are you just crazy? Are you on some kind of hiking date on the highway? What? A date? It's nothing like that. We're brother and sister. Funny, you don't look like siblings, but you do have the same last name, I guess. Okay, you ready to go? Estelle? You seem very preoccupied all of a sudden. Are you okay? Do you want to stop and rest? I'm fine. Let's just get to the capital. If you're sure. Well, if you two on a date, are you going to see the martial arts competition? Martial arts competition? Wrong again. There's an annual martial arts competition held in the Royal Grand Arena. It was originally only for the Royal Guardsmen elite, but now it's open to any willing fighter. I believe the preliminaries are starting this afternoon. Sounds like fun. It's definitely right up your alley, Estelle. The Queen will be there in person, so the admission fees are being discounted. If I weren't working, I'd be there myself by now. Sorry to hear it. Of course, I'd rather be participating than watching. See if all this training's paid off yet or not. I can imagine. But if they've already started the preliminaries, it'll be impossible for you to get in. We got a job to finish too, don't forget. You'll just have to make do in the stands. Too bad. Sir? Is something wrong? That emblem on your chest. I didn't know it's because of your age, but are you two bracers? That's right. Is there a problem? No, not a problem exactly. I never thought. Soldier, are you loitering while you're on duty? Sir, is there a problem here? Well, sir, it's just that these two, they're bracers, sir. Bracers, huh? You two. I'd like a few minutes of your time if that's alright. We do need to get to the capital. Is that so? The capital. May I ask the nature of your business in the capital? Well, we've got a job. What kind of job? The professor, no. I mean, how do I put this? I'm sorry, but we have an official guild contract. Our business with our client is a private matter. Sounds suspicious to me. I'm afraid you're going to have to explain yourselves. Look, I don't see what the big problem is. We received information from military high command. The Royal Guardsmen have revolted against the Queen and are staging terrorist attacks. And it seems that some of those terrorists may have disguised themselves as bracers. So we're under orders to detain anyone claiming to be a bracer pending investigation. What? That's enough, soldier. We're sorry, but we're under strict orders. Until we can confirm your identification, you're to remain here at Sanctum. You can't be serious, why do... There you are. Professor Alba. I've been waiting for you. If you finish your paperwork, let's get going. What? I apologize, Professor. It seems we hit a small snag that might delay our departure somewhat. Just a moment here. Who are... Allow me to introduce myself. I am a specialist of archaeology, Professor Alba. I'm from the Principality of North Ambria, and I'm here in Liberal for investigative research. Have you processed this man's identification? Yes, sir. His passport checks out, and the Grancel History Museum will vouch for him as well. See, then, everything appears to check out. I apologize for the delay, Professor Alba. So, what relationship do you have with these two? They're bracers. They saved my life quite a number of times, so I decided to have them accompany me to the capital. Isn't that correct, Joshua and Estelle? Yes, that's it, alright. Well, it seems you have enough proof of your identity. I apologize to you both for the misunderstanding. It's not a problem. You know how it is to have strict protocols. No hard feelings at all. I swear I'm going to get wrinkles if there are any more surprises. I mean, you started playing along so fast with the professor. I thought I'd forgotten our assignment for a moment. Hardly. I had hoped you'd catch on a little bit quicker, though. Excuse me for the poor performance, Mr. Silver Tongue. None of us can just lie with such a straight face. What was that? Never mind. Sorry to surprise you. Just seemed you two were in some trouble, so I spoke up. Should I not have? No, we were definitely in some trouble back there. Thank you, Professor Alba. We appreciate your help. My way of returning the favor. Still, though, what was that argument all about anyway? I heard something about some terrorist attack. Seems there's a gang of criminals out there who've been causing trouble while disguised as normal citizens, and the two of us were suspected of being in said gang. Can you believe that? I swear, every single person in the military has a massive stick up there. I see. Very troubling indeed. The situation and the imagery. By the way, I heard the incident in Carnelia Tower wound up getting complicated. How did that turn out for you? Well, there were a few loose ends, but for the most part we managed to get things done. I expected you'd do well. I could tell you two had the beginnings of great bracers in you from the moment we met. I'm happy to see I was right. We don't deserve that. We've still got a lot to learn. We're still in training as it is. Professor, what brings you to a place like this? Naturally, I'm on my way to the capital. I was originally going to take a ship, but I found myself short of funds. Oh well, archaeologists need to exercise too, so the walk should do me good. You don't have to beat yourself up like that. But still, you sure are poor. We scholars of the humanities all have financial issues. Especially archaeology. Any money I make goes straight to the next excavation. That's too bad. We sure were lucky running into you back there. Do you want to come along with us to the capital? In just a moment, Estelle. I'm sure the professor is very busy with his own. I'd love to. The road to the capital can be dangerous, and having you two nearby would be a relief. Not that it's all too far from the capital anyway. Well, if you don't mind, then we would be honored. It's settled then. Let's get going. let's see if there are any recipes real quick. And I think I have the pot of meat recipe. Yes, it's alright. What? 5,000 hit points? That requires marbled steak. Holy crap. Okay. From the way it looks, I wasn't really expecting to get over, like, 2,000 hit points. Wrong menu. Status. Yeah, there are about 10 levels to go, I know. 35 is the minimum that's going to be transferred over to the next game. Hey, you there. Looks like an army unit. No tourists are allowed at the Air Bay Royal Villa. Do you not see the ordinance that was just posted all over the city streets? Actually, we're not citizens of Grancel. We just recently came here by way of the Sanctum Gate. Travelers, eh? Hard to believe anyone would want to walk on the highways with terrorist activity going on. Talk about reckless. Setting aside the terrorist discussion for a second, what's the Air Bay Royal Villa? It's a small palace to the east where the royal family resides. I was given to understand that townsfolk often went there to relax. Sorry, what's off limits for now? The Army's using it as a base of operations for investigating the terrorist activities. You don't say. The roads nearby aren't off limits, but I suggest you keep away. Just make sure no one mistakes you for one of the bad guys. Well, that's certainly grim. Personally, being told not to go somewhere just makes me want to go and see what all the fuss is about. What do you say? Want to go poke around and see what we can see? It's not that I'm not curious. We did just get that warning, so I think it's best to hold off. There may actually be terrorists, like the soldier said. Well, I think the intelligence division is just using the Royal Guardsmen and bracers as scapegoats. Estelle, you really not need to say things like that out loud. If someone overhears you, then we're apt to get caught up in it. Yeah, you're right. Intelligence what now? Let's see. Sorry, it's nothing. Anyway, let's head on to the city. Oh, alright. You kids are no fun. Okay. We need to go to the Grune Gate, which I think is this one. Air Bay Royal Villa. Sanctum Gate. Yeah, there's a 4-goer lead at Grancel. So there are 2 more monster exterminations, I think, before the achievement pops, so we'll be getting that, I think. East Grune Gate. There are 2 more copies of the Liberal News, 3 slots to unlock, which I don't remember if those are on Olivier or Scheherazade. And if you're wondering about the Patient Plunder, according to the game, I went in a circle, didn't I? No. Okay, according to the game, I've only opened half the chests and got the messages, but I don't know how many exactly are glitched. I'm not an achievement hunter, so I'm not going to be going back for any of those. I'm just going to pick up whatever easy ones are along the way. And we need to go on the 2nd floor. So, do you guys remember this one from way at the beginning of the playthrough? I walked all the way out here for just a single veggie sandwich. Madness, you say? I agree. And I don't know where the guy is that I'm looking for. I just know it's a soldier on the 2nd floor. Is this the guy? Good work making it all the way up here. I'll give you this as a souvenir. Don't mind that's a hand-me-down for me. Carnelia, Chapter 9. Because of the size of this place, patrolling it is one of the biggest challenges. Since all the tours are concentrated in the Royal City, though, this place is a bit more relaxed, but if one of the terrorists were among the tourists, we'd have no real way of knowing. It's a little scary. Okay, now we can actually go all the way back to Grancel. And you know what, I'm just gonna skip to it. Okay, we're moving in towards Grancel, and while we're on the topic of achievements, one other thing I should mention is I'm not going to go for the really grindy achievements like the 9,099 of each Sepith. Those are just a time sink at best. I will try to get one of every orbment though. This city is freaking huge. Dad used to take me here a long time ago, but was it really this big then? Well, it is the biggest city in the kingdom. Grancel Castle's just past the main road. That's where the Queen lives. There's also the Grancel Cathedral, the Grand Arena, and all the embassies for the surrounding nations. You don't say. You sure know a lot about the city. You've been here before, right? Yes, when I was little. No matter how many times I see it, the city still amazes me with its beauty. Purely in terms of scale, I believe the Imperial and Republic capitals are larger. But neither feels as elegant and refined as Grancel does. I'm glad to hear it. It's nice to hear a foreigner complimenting your home country. Which reminds me, what do you plan to do now, Professor? Are you going to be okay with staying in a hotel? I have something else in mind. I intend to go bug the folks at the History Museum. Oh cool, Grancel has one of those? They find ancient artifacts and put them on display there. Yes, and I'll be staying there as a guest associate member. You should stop by to visit it if you get the chance. Museums are awfully formal for my tastes. If we do come by, are you going to give us a bunch of lessons? If that is your wish, then I certainly shall do my best. Just kidding, though I do think that checking out all the exhibits would be fun. Now, if you'll excuse me. Well, he's just as happy-go-lucky as ever. What's this guest associate thing, though? Is he a famous scholar or something? Most likely. Now, we should probably stop in at the local guild branch before we do anything else. Not only do we need to change our branch affiliation, we can discuss there how to approach delivering the professor's message. You're right. Thinking about it, how are we even going to get an audience with Her Majesty anyway? There's no way that'll be as simple as just walking up to the castle and saying, "Hi." Food stand? Huh. Crepes. So those were offered at the fair, I believe, so... Apple ice cream? You know what, just for the heck of it, I'll pick one up. So I'm pretty sure that that's what I actually made for the money thing. I forgot, though. I could probably look, but... Anyway, is there any buildings around here that I can go into? Orbital Factory. We want quartz. Defense 3 we can now pick up. It's going to cost us almost all of our Earth, though. We have Mind 3. We don't have Freeze. Luckily that's cheap. Let's grab it. We have Attack 3. We need Shield 3, but I don't have enough wind. Okay, I need a lot of wind. I can pick up Action 3. EP Cut. What? Oh, come on. I may end up doing some grinding at the Palms. Jeez, these are outrageous. And you have to get an achievement for having 9,999 Sepith, and the max you can get from a battle is just 70 of each. Action. Wonder if Joshua has all the time moves yet. Okay, weapon shop. Pricey, but I think it'll be worth it. I only want one. Crap. Okay, so Joshua needs these. And I'm gonna have to do the money trick off camera. Fisherman's Guild. Right now I want the general shop for the money trick. And also to see if there is a copy of the Liberal News. There are 10 copies in the game. I don't remember if the last one I got was 7 or 8. More recipes I'll take. Upstairs. put a break while I explore. I need to find the item shop. Okay, here we are in the department store, and lo and behold, there is an 8th issue for sale here. So we're gonna grab that, and now there's 2 to go. So if you're looking for this place, it's actually just one screen off of where we were. You can see the way back to where I'm going, if I remember correctly, because this place is freaking huge. Maybe I don't remember. Could it be up here, then? Landing port. Okay, I'm lost. South Block, here we are. So we are going to pick up that piece of armor. Damn well better be worth it. Okay, go ahead and equip those. Let's see, her beta Stregas give numbers. Ah, damn it, the numbers aren't popping up. This black coat's still good, Schneider's. Okay, that's good enough for now. Let's go into the guild and we can wrap this part up. May fortune smile upon you. With everyone together, I think we just may succeed. Now you've got it. If you're participating, I expect nothing less than everything you've got. Right, we can't let those army goons beat us. Now then, we ought to get going soon. Pardon the intrusion. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Karna, fancy meeting you here. Yes, we met once during the whole Sky Bandit incident. You were the rookies with Sherazard, right? Long time no see. What brings you all to Grancel? I'll field that one. They have to hurry or else they'll be late. Oops, you're right. Sorry, you two, we'll talk later. We've got to be going. See you later, rookies. Pardon me. Must be awesome to be a full-fledged bracer. Indeed, they all look pretty tough. But you were talking about something when we came in. Was that what I think it was? Indeed so. They're all leaving to participate in the big fighting tournament, martial arts competition. Sorry, I'm Estelle Bright, currently of the Zeiss branch. And I'm Joshua Bright of the same affiliation. I'm Elnan. Well, I'm with the Grancel branch. Miss Killica got in touch with me and informed me that you two were becoming soon. Could I get you to go ahead and change your affiliation now? Certainly. Excellent. I bid you welcome to the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild. Personally, I've been looking quite forward to your arrival. You are the children of Cassius, are you not? Yes. I suppose you know him? Yes, I'm ever in his debt. Is it true that he set out on a journey from which he has not yet returned? Yeah. He has been home in quite some time. He did write us a letter, but he failed to mention where he was or what he was doing. We've traveled everywhere from Roland to Zeiss, but we've heard no news of his whereabouts. Which I suppose makes it unlikely that he's still in the country. It's a pity. The Army's current counter-terrorism activities have made it difficult for us to do our jobs. With a former soldier like Cassius among us, I'd hoped it might smooth things over. Is something wrong? Actually, we know what's going on behind the scenes with all that. Let us tell you everything that happened with the incident in Zeiss. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just a lot to take in. So Colonel Richard is actually in control of the army. The counterterrorism is just a big farce put on by the Intelligence Division Special Forces. That's a little difficult to believe. It's true. Talk with Killica at the Zeiss branch and she'll confirm our story. It's alright, it's not that I don't believe you. On the contrary, a few pieces of the puzzle have just fallen into place, as it were. However, Colonel Richard is an extremely popular man in this city. Though it pains me to say so, I've been sympathetic to him all this time. The citizens would never dream that their colonel could be involved in any sort of conspiracy. I figured as much. The Intelligence Division has played everyone for fools. The Bracer Guild cannot directly interfere with military matters, but neither can we simply stand back and watch. First of all, did you accept the Professor's request? Absolutely. The question is, how do we get an audience with Her Majesty? is an issue. Ordinarily, a guild letter alone would be enough to get you in. Really? No way! No need to worry then. But still, I really don't think it's going to be quite that simple. No matter how you look at it, the royal guards that are supposed to be protecting the castle are being treated as terrorists. Do you understand what that means? I think it means that... Letter would just get crumpled up? That's the most likely outcome, yes. Odds are that the Colonel has a strong hold on Grancel Castle as he did on Leyston Fortress. Guess so. In other words, there's no simple way we're going to get in touch with Her Majesty. We could possibly sneak in like we did at Leyston Fortress, but I doubt they'll be as foolish as to fall for the same trick twice. Well, in that case, why don't we just try going like normal and see what happens? If we play our cards right, we might just get some useful information out of the gatekeeper. Fine by me, but just one piece of advice. Keep the fact that we want to see the Queen to yourself. If Colonel Richard gets wind of it, he'll likely cause us no end of trouble. Okay? I believe it would be a good idea to keep this whole matter under wraps for the time being. We must gather more intel. Just so you know, the Royal Castle is just off the main street directly to the north. Go ahead and get what information you can, but use the utmost caution. You bet, Mr. Elden. I'll let you know if we find anything. And I'm gonna take no requests. That is a first. Okay. So this is a good place today to stop. We have arrived in a new area, and we have new ground to cover.